Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, members of the Vincentian community. I'm Ruth-Ann Lewis, and don't mind the accent. I have a Bajan family and relatives, and once you catch the Bajan accent, you have it for life. So, how does one become an entrepreneur? The first thing a budding entrepreneur must do is find something of value to share. That unique and valuable thing is you. Who you are irreplaceable. You are worthy. Societal descriptions do not make you who you are. Rather, your rationalizations, your thoughts, and your beliefs do. It is not your experiences that make you who you are, but rather what you believe about them, what you have accepted or rejected for yourself, whether subconsciously or consciously. It is out of who God has made you and what He has given to you that you find your greatest abilities and purpose. And from an active pursuit of these things, you can make a real positive difference in this world. The question is, do you see it? Do you see it in yourself? Do you see it in the natural beauty and culture around you? Do you see it in others? What do you believe about SVG, its people, and its culture? What do you believe about yourself? When you see that there are good things right here, you, from a stance of positivity and hope for yourself and for your community, will find something to share from yourself that you can add positively to the local experience and that can push the boundaries, amplify the culture, and bring new color to SVG. It is from a natural outflow of your life that you can find something within yourself to share. There is a little black girl by the name of Haley Thomas, who is now the founder of thehappy.org. Haley loved cooking when she was a little girl, and she would always be in the kitchen. And her father was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. After that, she was always enthusiastic about healthy cooking and eating. And when she was 12 years old, she realized that other little black children her age had been projected to have a higher rate of diabetes and other diseases more than their parents due to a lack of proper nutrition. So she founded Happy. Happy, healthy, active, positive, and purposeful youth. And now her organization helps more than 15,000 young people per year, teaching them how to cook and eat in a healthy fashion. So, what about you? What have you experienced? What has made a positive difference in your life? When we had that expo last year, many people were surprised. We didn't think that so many Vincentians had so many abilities and so many interesting ideas. Artisans are amazing in this country. What if we brought your experiences as a Vincentian to the forefront? That can not only be a unique and discovery for those outside of St. Vincent, but Vincentians can make a living by engaging in activities that we can take pride in as Abiting. Buy and sell things that are uniquely Vincentian. Our food, our dress, our art, our dance, our drama, our folk tales, our music, our literature, our plants, our animals, our mountainous terrain, and yes, our black sand beaches. Our culture is built on what is here. Our lives are a product of what is here. Let us treasure what's ours. After all, our culture is the backdrop for experiences that help shape our thoughts and who we are. As an entrepreneur, you need to discover the easiest way for you to share what you're passionate about. So you will need a platform and resources. Write down your needs and have an active plan and goals. Always research Check out what is available. Use every tool you have for research. A great modern platform, as mentioned many times, social media, YouTube, Instagram, well, Facebook, but okay, so you can easily vlog, teach classes, or create a video production about your experiences in SVG. For other projects, you may need a physical room or a storefront. You could have a team of people who are motivated to do something about the same social issues you are concerned about, specifically in SVG. In order to be a successful entrepreneur, there must be 3 pillars in place, supported by active research. A personal pillar, an educational pillar, and a financial pillar. So, the personal pillar. Everyone needs emotional support. This is a profound human need. Surround yourself with people or that one person who gives you encouragement and believes in you. They will help you keep going when the time gets tough. It is also important to give emotional support. Be someone who actively and consistently advocates for others. This not only helps you make a sincere difference in your community, this directly affects your culture, and it also helps you to find your own voice and learn how to promote your own desires. The educational pillar. Never reject knowledge. Never reject knowledge, even if you disagree with it. In fact, actively pursue knowledge. It is always better to know factual information than to not know anything at all. Always be wary of gossip and rumors, and be willing to test what people say. Take every opportunity to learn. Anything and everything can always be applied to something else in an innovative way. Therefore, teachers are the most valuable asset for our economy and for cultural progress and in your life. Respect them. Do not resist them. They are giving you the tools you need to become more than what you can see in yourself right now. Seek out a mentor in the field of your interest. They don't have to do exactly what you do, but with a mentor you can learn a lot about hands-on experiences in your field of interest. They must take an honest interest in your progress and your work and be willing to give wise advice. And if you have an opportunity to further your education formally and are satisfied with your research about the school or university, take it. And even if you can't travel or take more formal classes, the library is there. Reading good literature can make you real smart, real fast. Your knowledge, communication, and language skills, among other skills, will improve dramatically simply by reading critically acclaimed literature or informational books. Normal people are capable people. Do not shortchange yourself. Financial pillar. Because you are worth it, and because you will be giving back to your community, you deserve to be fairly paid. Know your monetary value. Carefully and fairly set your prices and put them in writing. Know how much discount you are willing to give ahead of time, and be willing to amend your policies if things need to change. As we, the people of SVG, move forward and come up with ideas, it's the government's job to provide the means and access to resources. We should be arming our people for the limited job situation, giving them the tools to create jobs themselves. I would ask our leaders to put their faith and trust in the intelligence and passion of the Vincentian people, and I would ask the Vincentian people to do the same. If you are valuable, then your neighbor is valuable. If your neighbor is valuable, then your culture is valuable. So it is important to be active in your community. So, what does a successful entrepreneur look like? A successful entrepreneur is a person of integrity. Everything you are, everything your neighbor is, makes up your culture. An important thing to remember is that your neighbor is a person of worth too. A person of integrity knows that everyone has something to contribute. This is what makes culture, our culture, priceless. We, the people of St. Vincent, with something to offer the world, make it up. So we owe it. We owe it to ourselves and to our neighbor and to our culture to put in the effort to make SVG a better place for us. If someone is more capable than you, great. They can be an excellent asset to you and SVG, whether they work with you or add to the field creating awareness. If you are better, great. Then you now have the God-given ability to lift someone else up. We all do this in a spirit of humility, gratitude, and respect. Everyone will gain in this way. The best way to be wealthy and have a wealthy community is for wealth to circulate. Therefore, as others pay you, you pay others. Do not sabotage your neighbor and your culture. Instead, support it. Buy SVG made and bottled products in the grocery stores. Buy local art to decorate your home. Sell your best products to your fellow Vincentians first. Cheer on successful Vincentians and give them opportunities to work with you. Be fair and honest in everything you do. This way, we will have a culture where local Vincentian businesses can thrive. A successful entrepreneur is a person of excellence. Demand excellence of yourself and your work, and people who respect you and admire your culture. A simple example of integrity and excellence is use of your time. Okay? Not to step on any toes here. But in general, a person who comes to any appointment on time is a person who takes their word seriously and keeps their word and shows respect for others. People want to work and do business with those who seriously believe what they do can make a difference. You don't need to live and die by the clock, but respect the reason why it exists. A successful entrepreneur is a person who is not afraid to fail. Oprah failed at news television because she was too emotional. But that very empathic part of her is what made her the greatest talk show host of the 20th century. According to Oprah, by the time she was 6 years old, she knew her Bible because of her grandmother. So much so that Oprah already knew who she was. Oprah knew who Oprah was. She knew her value. She went to American kindergarten, and according to her, she saw what the little white kids were doing, and she said, She went to the teacher and said, I can do better than that. And proved it, and got promoted. She knew who she was. It starts when you decide that you will reach for it. Many black people, especially young black women, are discouraged from active and vocally pursuing their goals. Don't let them or your doubts tell you who you are. Take that leap of faith. Faith is believing in the goodness of God and reaching for it, even when it is not always the most obvious. Any trained scientists of any scientific field have long-term plans that include failure. They plan for their projects and experiments to fail, because to succeed is to fail, analyze, learn from it, and repeat. Once you figure out the equilibrium necessary for your project or idea to work, that failure would have meant something. People judge our culture, what we have and who we are, by how we perceive and present those very things to them. Let the world know Vincentian value and culture by working with integrity and excellence out of who you are. Thank you.
At this time, we're going to invite Bernardo Brown to give us